this year is gonna be the horse year.
Exactly.
It's my years. In this video, we will show you the ultimate date survival guide. And we promise, in the end of this charge, you will know exactly how to handle the tricky logistics, where to find the food, and when the shops are closed. Also, the secret cultural rules you might need to follow. And maybe you're gonna enjoy the date like a local like us. Hi, I'm Tracy from Vietnam Go Pass, and this is T.
Hello.
How long is the Tet Holiday this year?
Okay, so let's take a look at the calendar. The main holiday is gonna from 16 February to 20 in 2026.
It's quite long, right? So normally during Tet holiday in Vietnam, we normally having around 7 to 10 days off. But this year, I think it's like 9.
Yeah,
something.
9 or 10 days.
9 days.
Yeah.
So basically, it's gonna be like a whole month of fully booked ticket, transportation.
That's right.
So
that's right.
If you are traveling to Vietnam around this time, I think you should book everything in advance.
Yeah.
You know, especially the transportation, airplane, the train, and yeah, I think you should book in advance for like a month in advance. Yeah.
Money tips you need to know to survive Tet.
Tet holiday, all the bank closed for a week as well.
Oh.
So it's gonna be quite tricky if you want to exchange your currency into like Vietnamese domestic currency, which is Vietnam dong. So I think you guys should prepare in advance well.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe like you can exchange it before you enter Vietnam, or maybe when you arrive in the airport. However, I think the exchange rate gonna be a little bit more higher.
That's right.
A little bit higher.
And it's also that will be depends on the time that you arrive. If you arrive 1 week before the date holiday, you still can go to Ha Trung Street
Yeah,
or
the
Hang Bak
money
Street
exchange
to
rate. Yeah.
exchange the money. If you arrive right in the first day of the new year, I don't think it's gonna be a good way for you. You should prepare first. And there's one more thing. For Christmas, they will give presents for their families. But here, we're gonna give the lisi, or it's lucky money
Okay.
for the first year, right?
Inside those envelopes, it's gonna be like new, fresh money.
Yeah.
What I mean by fresh money is that
It'll be
new
new start.
money, new printing money, like the money that you have never used it before.
Yeah, that's
Maybe like a month before that holiday, people would exchange their old money for the new one. And then during the first few days of New Year, they're gonna giving out lisi, lucky money.
lucky money.
New thing, new luck, new year. So basically everything new, wishing you like a good year, good luck. The money can be vary.
From 1,000,
Yeah, from 1,000
$2 or 500,000. That will be depends. It's not about the amount of money.
Exactly.
Right?
That holiday, people going back to their hometown. So of course you have lack of manpower, you know, in terms of like transportation, food and dining, people working at the bank, and also there are still places that open. However, if you want to running your business during that holiday, if you want your employee to stay and work throughout the day, you have to pay them more. So that's why I think that you have to increase the fee and increase the price.
How about the transportation during Tet?
You know, like Vietnam, we are very convenient, and in terms of transportation, you know, we have like Grab,
that's right.
because most of the driver, they're gonna come back to their hometown. So I think to keep that in mind, that during that holiday, you might find it's difficult to maybe book like a driver 2 weeks before the first day of the new year. That's gonna be the time for people from the big city to go back to their hometown, and also 2 weeks after the Lunar New Year, it's gonna be the time for them to come back.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
also, even if you can book a driver, the waiting times might be longer than usual. And also, I think for the applicable fee, it's gonna be a little bit higher. But however, to keep that in mind, prepare some cash and prepare to pay a little bit more extra. But I think you're gonna be fine, yeah.
What are the do's and don'ts during Tet?
So the first thing I can think of is the first food tradition. Yeah, so what is the first food tradition? So in Vietnam, we believe that when it's changed the new year, the first person who enter your house gonna bring lots of luck and it's gonna determine the whole year of
Yeah,
your
that's
family. It's gonna be
right.
like a bad year or the good year. So in Vietnam, we live and we also believe in the zodiac, similar to the Chinese zodiac. In the set of the 12 animals, there are animals that get along with each other.
That's right, that's
and
right.
also there are animals that may be conflict with each other. So this year is the year of the horse. So you want that first footer. It's gonna be a dog sign. Like me, I was born in the year of the dog. Maybe you can be like a year of the chicken, and
Yeah.
also year of the goat is quite nice. So that is the first thing, and I think Vietnamese people, we take it very seriously.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
seriously
very
about
seriously.
that one.
Yeah. And also the second thing I think we should be consider
It's
is
no bargaining on the
no
first day of the year,
bargaining.
especially on the New Year's Day.
yes. Can you tell me more about that, Tracy?
Because it's gonna be called a bad luck to the seller. There are so many Vietnamese tradition. For example, you don't sweep the floor outside because it's gonna get all of your fortune out.
Okay.
And there's one thing, you don't wake everyone's up on the first day of the year.
Why?
Because it's gonna make the person that in all the year they're gonna be rushed every single time.
Okay.
You have to let them like wake by themselves.
I see.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
First day of the year, you don't want to be like angry, you don't want to
Angry.
feel like anxiety, of nauseous, you don't want to, basically you don't want to get any negative feeling
Yes.
on the first day of the new year.
That's right.
Because we believe that the first day of the new year is gonna
Gonna
set
be
the whole
impact
impact
the whole year.
the whole year. And
Don't say anything
yeah,
bad.
don't try
Just
say
bring
anything
the
negative.
smile to everyone. Okay.
Just be as positive as possible. And you're gonna have like a whole year full of love, full of positive energy.
What are the temple rules for visitors?
So in Vietnam, we have a culture of going to temple pagoda in the first day
first days.
of the new year to wishing, praying for the whole year of
Fortunate,
fortune,
wealth.
good luck, health. Yeah, not only for you, but for your whole
All
family,
the whole
friends,
family.
relative. So don't be surprised if you see that so many people dress so nicely in those areas like temple pagoda. So I think you guys should also dress nicely.
Yeah,
And
I think also this is the opportunity for you to immerse yourself in our culture
yeah,
of
just
Vietnam.
blending in with the local
Yeah,
people,
that's right.
embrace
Just dress
the
nicely,
culture.
no shorts or like tank top inside the pagoda or temple, so to show respect.
Make sure you choose something that cover your shoulder, cover past your knee. Basically, it looks elegant, it looks modesty, and blending in with the people in the culture and embrace yourself.
I think you guys can rent the Vietnamese traditional costume, for example, like outside for you guys.
Oh yeah, the outside it's something you should try on. Yeah.
How is the weather during Tet?
In Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, it's very warm, very sunny. Tet holiday in Saigon, think about like a bright yellow color, the color of the sun, the color of the apricot, the color of lucky money in the outfit. But in the north, because of the cold weather, so it's gonna be a little bit more in
Foggy.
a cold tone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Usually the date is gonna enter in the winter weather. So make sure that when you guys arrive in the north or you just like have a holiday in the north, make sure that you're gonna bring like some winter clothes that gonna help you to cover everything. During the Tet holidays, the temperature is just around 12 or 15 degrees Celsius. So it's kind of very cold. You just look at me like this, but right now it's literally 11 degrees right now.
Even though it's set 11 degree in Hanoi right now, but I have some tourists, they said that it feels just like 4 to 5 degrees in Europe. Why so? Because the humidity in Hanoi is,
Much
I have
more
to say,
higher.
yeah, it's extremely high. It's always like 90% plus in terms of humidity. High humidity makes you feel colder. Okay? I think that's about the weather.
Everything you need to do is book early,
Bring cash
stay positive.
and enjoy the beautiful culture.
Happy New Year, guys! If you found this helpful, please click like and subscribe for more Vietnam travel tips. And see you guys on the next video. Chúc mừng năm mới!
Chúc mừng năm mới. So Welcome to Hanoi. As you can hear the construction noise
Yeah, that's
right
right.
next to my place. So what was that? What was that thinking?